Most golfers practice chipping to the hole, and that's actually one of the biggest reasons why they struggle chipping on the course. They're missing out half the equation. Great short games are built from players who practice landing zones. Pick your spot first, then choose the club that rolls it out to the hole. Before we dive into this, I want to give you a free gift to make an instant difference to your golf game. Just check the first pinned comment down below for my perfect strike blueprint. It's got all of my favorite, most effective drills for instantly improving ball striking. These are feedback based, very quick to use, and super easy. Check them out. One of the biggest mistakes I see is when golfers pull their club as they approach the chipping green and they instantly hit to the pin. They have no consideration over where they want to land the ball. You're missing a load of considerations that are really going to influence how close you hit the ball. When we think about landing zone, we start to consider the lie we've got. Is there rough around it? Is it bare? Is it uphill, downhill? How's that going to affect the flight? We consider the ground conditions. Is the green really soft or really firm? How's that going to affect how it rolls out and where the ball finishes? It's like going into an exam without doing any prep beforehand. So we need to consider landing zone first. One of my favorite ways to do this is using a towel. Now I'm just going to walk out around halfway here and I'm going to place the towel down where I anticipate to land the ball. I'm anticipating the ground to be quite soft here when it hits the green. So I'm going to put my towel down here. And then I'm going to build my shot around that. I'm going to hit a few chips here and see how close I can land it to that towel, and then just watch how it reacts after that. So that one a little bit short. As a general rule, I would always say try and land the ball as close to the front of the green as you can. Get the ball on the ground as quick as you can, because generally speaking, the less loft we use, the lower it comes out, and the lower it comes out, the more predictable strike's going to be. So if you can, generally opt for that lower option, but I'm going to try and hit a bit of a higher option here. So I'm going to chuck this towel around halfway here, just over that. Try and land it on it, a little bit of a higher flight, and let's watch how it comes out. I'm just going to open the face a touch here to get that higher flight, and I've moved the ball ever so slightly forward in the stance, with the shaft of the club a little bit more straight up and down. I'll take a bit of a longer action. That was nice, a little bit too firm, so it landed pretty much on the towel. That was actually really good, but it's rolled out too much, so I'm going to add a little bit more loft here for that landing zone. I need it coming in a little bit higher so that the ball stops a bit quicker. So that was a little bit short. I'll try one more here. I'm going to try and land it on that towel. I've got that more straight shaft. I've got the face that touch open, and I want to see it pop out nice and high. So again, a little bit too far on that one. Touches a little out here. I'll do the walk of shame and grab these two further past. I love practicing in this way because it holds us accountable. How many times have you been practicing and you've duffed one and it's actually kind of rolled out pretty close and you've thought, that's a good shot? This way of practicing is great because even if you do hit it too short and it rolls out more than you expected, you're able to instantly see that, oh, actually, that was too short. I've miscalibrated somewhere in the process. Maybe I've misjudged how much loft I've put on it. Maybe I've hit it a little bit soft. And you're able to very quickly improve your feel. You're going to start to visualize your short game much clearer. You're going to have a clear picture on every time you hit it of exactly what you want the ball to do. You're probably thinking, that's great, but I can't actually get the ball to land consistent distances. And I get that, it's a big challenge. That's where some of the skill and technique and strike and all that comes into play. But I've got a wonderful way for you to actually hone that, and you can do it from your garden, from home. You don't even need to be at a golf club. And it's using our ladder drill. I have 4 alignment sticks here placed out with around a yard between them, and then the towel right at the end. And all we're going to do here is try and land the ball in each space between the sticks, finishing up by getting it to drop right on the towel there. Now, if you miss any level, then you've just got to restart right from the start again. So that's level 1 complete. I'm going to go into level 2 between the white and dark green cane. That's level 2 done. Level 3 now, I'm going to try and hit it a little bit higher. So I'm going to open the face up a touch and try and get this one to drop between the 2 green canes. A little bit soft, I'll drop back to the start, so between our first 2. Again, I'm going to go with that higher flight, bit of an open face here. I'll have to hit it a little bit harder. That was nice. If you really want to level this up, just like I'm doing here, adjust how open and close the faces, change your setup a little bit, try and hit those different flights, and see how that affects how hard you've got to get it to get the required distance and different trajectories for each spot on the ladder. This is honestly one of the most effective methods I've found to controlling landing zone with different flight variations. We train it with a ladder and then we test it with the towel. The next time you're down at the chipping area, try and experiment with those different flights, different heights. Really test your landing zone and keep yourself accountable using that towel drill that we've went over there. This is going to build some wonderful consistency of strike and visualization skills into your short game. If you'd really like to deep dive into your game, then let's work together from anywhere worldwide, completely online via the Skillest app. We can make serious progress in your game with all the support you'll ever need. If you're interested in hearing a bit more about this, then book in for a Better Golf Zoom call down below. We can have a chat. I can walk through exactly how it all works, and we can have a deep dive into your game and put a plan together specifically to get you playing some better golf. Thanks again for watching. I'd love to hear your thoughts on all this down in the comments below. How do you feel about landing zone practice? Is this something you've tried before? Do you find it works? Do you find it doesn't? Drop your thoughts below. I'd love to hear it. Have an incredible day and all the best for your golf.